Alrighty, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. First of all, I would like to apologize for not keeping my word and my promise, which was to be constantly uploading, keeping you guys up to date. A lot of things have happened ever since I made the very first video. Not like necessarily negative things, but some things that held me back from posting much lately. And today we're back. I would like this to be the initiative video for being consistent. I would like this to be the very first uh, episode of consistent content. And today we're gonna be back with something different. Fortunately, the weather in New York hasn't been the best. Has been a lot of snow outside. Has been very cold lately, and this has prevented me from fulfilling the videos that I had planned for you already. So we have to have to rethink, and we have to reconsider some components. But today we're back with another video. Today we're back with something very interesting, I would say. I'm gonna be trying to make this as a permanent part of the channel, as a series that is based from the channel, and we'll be reviewing already existing music videos. Because if you don't know already, I would like to call myself a musician as well, and because of that, I would like to. I've always been a fan of scanning around, taking some ideas from other artists that are already established, uh, taking some trends even, and today could be nobody other than Central C. So we're gonna be reviewing his latest video called "Let Her Go," which was one of his most hyped songs after Doja, and we'll be reviewing and discussing about his video, about his visuals, about Chronography, who made the video. He's one of the most my most likable videographers out there right now in the moment, and we'll be reviewing even his lyrics because I made some research about that, and yeah, let's jump right into that. So, for those of you who don't know Central C, he's a UK artist. He's from Shepherd's Bush, even though he has a background from one of the Caribbean islands because of his dad. And he has been, I would say, dominating in the UK scene for the past 2 3 years, I would say, even though he was already releasing music way back then, way before that. But his biggest blow up was during the COVID, when he made his very first single, Day in the Life, which was a kind of unique mixture of UK drill and UK melodic rap. And that's why since back then, he has been dominating the scene. He has been gaining a lot of fans. He's been getting very known in the abroad as well. A lot of people here in the US also know him because of his one of his biggest hits called Doja, which he made a video with Cole Bennett, who is also one of my favorites videographer. And yeah, ever since he's been releasing music, he's been consistent to that. He's been consistent to his style as well. He already has two mixtapes out. The first one is called Wild West, and the second one is called 23. And we should be expecting another one probably in the end of 2023, maybe beginning of 2024. And I will expect, and I would say that we're gonna be seeing a lot of famous features out there because you know that he's been leveling up. He's been linking up with some very amazing and top artists. He's been very close with Drake lately. He's been close with Burna Boy. He's been close with Quavo, with Future, and we should expect that there's gonna be a collab very soon with them. All right, let's jump right in. So the video we'll be reviewing today is on his latest release called "Let Her Go," "Let Go" actually, which has been one of his most hyped songs until now, and we saw a lot of hype going around it because of his strategy, because of his strategic plan that he made before he released the song, and also because it's a sample song. We know that in the scene right now we have a lot of sample drill UK songs that they take old school songs and they combine them into the modern beat type, BPM, and all the modern features of a UK drill song. We see a lot of 808 type beats, and it's a sample from the very famous song "Let You Go" by Passenger, which he managed to turn into a memoir of his love life. And actually, it's kind of funny because I was also like planning. Obviously, he didn't get any of my ideas, but I was also planning to do a sample on this song as well. as I've been trying to get into ukulele drill as well. As an if you don't already, I'm an artist myself, and I actually made with the same sample a song called "Let Her Go," not just "Let Go," which is on my Spotify right now. You could go stream it. I'm at the link in the description, and I would like to get your feedback, guys. Obviously, I'm not gonna compare me with Central C, but I would like to get your feedback about my execution, even though I haven't released a video clip yet. But I'm planning to do it uh, in the next month, February. And yeah, let's jump right into the video. I'm gonna play now the screen sharing with my laptop, and yeah, I'm gonna make some comments on the way. And yeah, cannot wait to do this with you guys. So jump right in. For those of you who don't know already, Central C videographer is called Koonography. Koon. He's made a lot of his previous videos. He made, if I'm not wrong, Khabib. He made no, he didn't make overseas, but he made a lot of the 23 mixtapes videos, visuals, and I really like his way of editing. I really like his style. Him, Paul Bennett, uh, and Cabo Morales are my favorite videographers right now, which I take a lot of ideas based on my songs. And yeah, it's a very nice song. It has a lot of balance between the transition of the scenes, and I really like the fact that once again Central has the guys with him. Very nice to see him that even though he's been blowing up a lot lately, he's still like legit with his close ones. He's still keeping it 100. He's staying real to that, and this is something admirable. That's why I separate him from all the other artists, and we can see that there's a genuine connection between them. Okay, so first of all, this video was released about a month ago, and it has already surpassed the 35 million streams and views actually on YouTube, and about, let me check real quick for you, and about on Spotify about Central C, and 131 million on streams on Spotify, which these are amazing numbers, especially if you consider that the average is about 50 million per Spotify for UK artists, and for YouTube it's about 10 to 12 million. But yeah, we can see that Central is beginning with the guys, Koonography logo, Let Go. We see that he's with the guys over there. He's probably in an alley in Shepherd's Bush. We see that everybody's getting up close shots of them, which this once again validates the genuinity uh, and the connection that he has between his people. Obviously, Central is wearing his all black outfit. We can see that he's wearing a Givenchy balaclava, which, to be honest with you, I haven't really seen it on the market. I would say that this is probably a collab that is on the way, or a custom one. And we can see that he's rocking a Moncler Maya jacket, which retails about $1,100, which is like one of his trademarks. He's been always rocking Moncler since the very first day. We can see the chain, the jewelry, a lot of Cortez. Okay, I forgot to mention earlier, the main reason that was the hype around this song, despite the fact that the samples and the licks were like sounding amazing and they were so like catchy, we can see that he mentioned a lot of time the word "hoe." Uh, Obviously, he's been doing that since forever, but lately I'm pretty sure that you noticed that he got a new girlfriend. Her name is Madeleine, and actually she was, that's what he claims, but she was the reason that he didn't release it earlier, because this song was supposed to be released by the end of November, but he ended up releasing towards the end of December, so about a month afterwards. And he posted a story after he put the sneak peek and the snippet of the video. He put a story and he said Mandela doesn't approve, which in other words he meant that his girlfriend didn't really approve the fact that he was mentioning the word hoe a lot in this video, which I would say, okay, I mean, I kind of get it, but at the same time, first of all, it's Central C. That's one of his like trademarks, to being raw on the mic, expressing his feelings the way they are. And yeah, but he ended up postponing the release. but apparently he convinced her. So that's why he ended up releasing the song.
It's such a hole. I loved you until you tried to get in my head, and that's where I lost respect. You're doing the most to get my attention, baby. I'm not.
We see him that he's been transitioning into different scenes, but majorly he's gonna be in the same place. It's in Shepherd's Bush, where he is his where his city, where he's coming from, and we can see that he's changing. The only difference are the outfits. We can see the first one that he's wearing the brand new unreleased Nocta jacket. That is Nocta is Drake's brand, and we know that way back in 2021, Central actually made the photoshoot campaign with one of his first like releases, and he's rocking the 95s in the bottom with a tech fleece, I would say, or black tech fleece. But then in the next transition, he's rocking a Canada Goose jacket, which retails about 1,300 to be fair. Because of the fur, it's like the parka that is like one of the warmest parkas out there. We can see the beanie, the trademark of Central. Yeah, in the bottom he's rocking, actually he might be rocking the same tech fleece like me, the two color dual color black and gray one. Yeah, we can see that he's doing this transition between the three different uh, parts and places. He's coming back once again to the warehouse on the alley of with his guys once again, even though he had individual shots in the first two scenes. And we can see that everybody's been vibing with this song, even his guys. And what I like about this video is like it's very humanized, you know, it's down to earth. And that's one of the characteristics of Central, and that's what I'm trying to do in my videos as well. Even though I don't have the same resources, it's something that is genuine, you know, it's something that is legit, it's something that it could really happen. So like what we see in the US scene, where all the rappers go to a strip club, they rent one of the biggest, the most expensive cars, uh, they showing off money. What I really like about Central is that he's not showing off any money, he's not showing off anything like in a way that he's forcing it. He's not really showing anything, but he's keeping it legit, you know. We can see that he's genuine, he's just having a good time. That's the most important thing. Whatever you do in life, you must have a good time. Let's get back to it.
I called 4 times on a private call, I feel like a creep.
We can see that he's making a lot of flashback descriptions. Maybe I don't know if he's talking specifically about a girl, but he's like storytelling something, you know. And we see that he's making a lot of comparisons with other things. For example, he mentioned quantum physics, which is one of the most difficult sciences out there, quantum physics and physics in general. But he's messaging it, he's implementing it in his song. He's giving like a different taste, you know. He's giving like a more humanitarian taste, you know. He's giving objects from the daily life, from project objects from the outside world, but he's keeping it one real, you know. You can see he's keeping it 100, you know, because you can see that the measures that he make are like legit, like they, even though he might not have been through that, he mentioned stuff that probably have happened to everybody of us, you know. And that's what I really like about this song. It's like genuine, like raw and emotional.
Move out of London town, then move to a rural village. You made me delete that pick on my phone, but I close my eyes, still see that image.
What is very like actually interesting about me, about this song, what I found really interesting is the fact that he mentions once again moving out of London town. We know that Central has been brought up in London. He has been growing up in Shepherd's Bush for the most of his life until his very first like blow up steps. And he mentions this line in different ways, obviously, but he mentioned this line a lot, especially in the past year, I would say. If you don't know already, Central C doesn't really live in UK right now. He has a crib in Paris, where he's been spending a lot of time, and that is because I think of his need to move out of London, because he mentioned previously that he doesn't really like the way that London is becoming. We see there is a lot of criminality, a lot of knife battles out there, and a lot of times are changing, so people are changing as well. We can see that Violent is promoted by different pages. Violent is promoted throughout the drill songs. That's why he wanted to move out and kind of escape of this world. And he's mentioning once again this line, "Move out of London town."
My phone, but I close my eyes, still see that image. Won't chase it, my heart ain't in it, it's finished. Too far gone, can't fix it, bitch, this damage is done. When it's burning low, only miss the sun when it starts to snow. Only know you love her when you let her go.
Okay, one note that I would like to add to this one is that we see that in the next early show that he makes with the guys, he's wearing an all gray outfit. For those of you who don't know already, sneak peek, it's one of his brands. It's his very first clothing brand. It's called Signa World. Signa World. I don't know how he meant to be called it, how he meant to be calling it, but it's kind of interesting the way that he developed it, because this brand actually was existing way back when he released last couple of years ago, to be honest. Yeah, 2 years ago exactly, when he released the 23 mixtape, and we saw that in his boxers, which I'm gonna add over here. He's wearing the Signa World boxers, so he was trying to like do a sneak peek of his brand, even though he hasn't released any pieces yet. We see that he's been hyping it a lot. He made the page already with over 50K followers. Him and his guys have been wearing, especially Lil Bro, and they've been wearing it ever since. And we can see that he's like he even made like custom jewelry for that. So we should expect this drop very soon in this year.
You miss the sun when it starts to snow. Only know you love her when you let her go. Alright. Only know you've been high.
What I really like about him is that he's a good actor as well. He's not like faking anything, but at the same time he's making everything like he's making the transitions very real, you know. Obviously there was a scene there that he was kind of serious, and at the same time right away he transitioned to like being fun and being goofy. I really like this fact because this shows like how down to earth he is and how like real he is. That's what I would like to consider, and that's what I would like to think about him.
Only know you love her when you let her go. You said that pussy man, so why'd you let it go? It's such a hole. I called 4 times on a private call, I feel like a creep.
Okay, this line is my favorite line of the whole song. This one and the upcoming line that says, if I can get your love, I'm just gonna buy it, tell me how much it's gonna cost me. These two lines, they hit hard, you know, because we've all been like through that creep phase of calling one of our loved ones, you know, if something didn't turn out the way we wanted to. Obviously I've done it myself, and he says that call 4 times on a private call, I feel like a creep. So he's kind of showing that he's realizing the mistake that he's making, but at the same time he wants to show like the genuine love that he felt for this person that he's referring to, you know.
Such a hole. I called 4 times on a private call, I feel like a creep. I know there's plenty of fish in the sea, but I fuck those girls, got you in my mind. When you fuck those guys, do you wish they were
We see that he's having a solo scene in the alley as well, or the basement, or whatever this scene it was shot at, and he's like mentioning some like not kind of like trend lines, but he's mentioning some lines that they hit hard, you know, that everybody knows and knows their meaning, even though it's not like a straight direct meaning, you know. He mentions, for example, when you fuck those guys, do you wish they were me? Turn around and put them in doggy. I don't even fuck them in missionary. We know that. We all know the meaning of that. For example, like he mentions the word missionary. Missionary is like the sex position that I don't know if I'm allowed to say this on YouTube, but it's a sex position that shows intimacy, shows connection, shows love, shows passion. And then dog is just like you kind of get through, you know, just doing it. And he's really showing like his frustration of not having this girl. If once again, if this is like a real story.
Together it's driving me mad cause I can't even stop you. Tapped in your bank details and sent you a bag of rich that bitch unblock me. Make it quick and you do that promptly. If you won't give me your love for free, I'll buy it. Just tell me how much.
You can see another scene right now. He's like probably in an outdoor garage, I would say, with his guys. He hasn't really changed his outfit. What I can see over there though is that he's so probably changed his jacket, his inside like jacket. He's probably wearing a Palm Angels. That's what I can recognize from the zipper. So I have the same one. Have the same black one, and we see that he changed the beanie. I'm at the link in the description below for the beanies, because these beanies I found out that they're not even that expensive, but obviously after the Central C effect, they definitely went up. But yeah, they are like they call spider beanies. They're from American brand called Spider, not with I, but with a Y. The Spider, and they retail about $30. That's what I would say. But now they could resell probably, I will estimate them about 80, $100. You know.
Together it's driving me mad cause I can't even stop you. Tapped in your bank details and sent you a bag of rich. That bitch unblock me, make it quick and you do that promptly. If you won't give me your love for free, I'll buy it. Just tell me how much it will cost me.
Yeah, that's the line I'm talking about. He says, "If you don't give me your love for free, tell me how much it will cost me." So he's saying like, despite the fact that she might not like him, she might not be willing to show her love to him. Uh, she will do anything, even pay like an unlimited amount of money just to get it back. We show that. I would say, okay, some of you guys might say that this is called materialism, that you like objectify items, you know, such as love, which is like a connection, which is like something, a genuine feeling. But I get it as a way of showing commitment, because he mentions that no matter what, how much it's gonna cost me, I'm still gonna get it. Just tell me how much. And this shows like his commitment and his intimacy and his like legit like feeling.
Your new man ain't got nothing on me. Fuck your annual wage, I can make that monthly. Alright.
Burning low, only miss a sun. Okay, this is another scene over here. It's probably at the stage that he made at a performance of his recently. Should be in England, I would say. We can see also in the back that he has the Signer World logos on the screen. And once again, he's trying to like, I mean, this guy is a genius. He's a marketing genius, no question for that. So throughout small like minimal mentions and referrals, he's been trying to like promote his stuff. You know, that's so fascinating.
If you won't give me your love for free, I'll buy it. Just tell me how
Oh,
much it will cost me. Your new man ain't got nothing on me. Fuck your annual wage, I can make that monthly. Alright. When it's burning low, only miss the sun when it starts to snow. Only know you love her when you let her go. Alright. Only know you've been high when you're feeling low.
So to close, he's going back to the very first scene that he made with the guys. You can see one more time that he's doing up close shots with the guys, with his friends, and he's been toning down the song. He's been like making it more slow. He's been turning down the beat, which it's a very good way to end the video, because we can see that he was like on a high note, on a high energy the whole time throughout the video. Even though he had up and downs with his voice, he was controlling his voice, but he decided to end it like that. We can see at the end he has a Chronography logo, Live Yours, which is like kind of his brand. And then I'm not sure what is Sad Moon, but yeah, he's like giving the credit that everybody deserves. And yeah, that was the end of his music video. I mean, my general thoughts, as I said before, one of my favorite Essential C videos. This one, loading, I would say Retail Therapy as well. So I like the vibe of his songs, and also One Up. Okay, obviously One Up is it's crazy the way that he made the visuals. But yeah, overall it's a great video. You know, if it's a very down to earth video, not too much showing off over there. He's being genuine. You know, he's been like keeping it 100. Been showing like human stuff like we do on the daily. You know, we're with our friends, we're vibing, we're crying over a girl that she ended up not liking us. And this is what I like once again about Central C, is that he's keeping it real. He's genuine. He's a genuine person. I would like to think. I haven't met him yet, but the vibe and the energy and that he broadcasts to his fans and the people is something like extraordinary, and deserves to be like respected and likable, because obviously the come up has been very difficult for him. He's been rapping since he was about 15 years old, so now he's 23. He's been rapping since he was probably like since 2014, I would say. And we can see that consistency is key over here. No matter how many people say that you're not good enough, you still gotta work and find your style and find your identity in this world, because we can see that there is a lot of people out there who are trying to make the same thing, trying to follow trends, are trying to follow what you do, are trying to copy each other. The only way and the recipe to like succeeding is doing something unique, and that's what for me Central did, and that's why he's one of the, for me he's my favorite artist, but that's why he's one of the top artists considered globally. Uh, but yeah, I really enjoyed doing this with you guys. I will say that we should be doing that more often. It's a very nice like perspective. It's also like for me, it's a way to like get to learn and acknowledge different like characteristics of each artist and each videographer. And other than that, guys, I might be doing another one soon. Let me know down in the comments below what would you like to cover again the next time, which video, which artist. We can do from any like any country, any scene. I really like the Italian drill scene with Rondo uh, and the other artists over there. They've been making like their own way, and I really like the way they're breaking through the world. But other than that, let me know down in the comments below, in the description. And as I said, I would like to apologize once again for not being consistent with the videos. But from now on, I'm gonna make sure. As you can see, we got our studio now, got our lighting. We got our like this is where I also recorded the Band of Baby Darvis video. You see that we have the sound panels. I got the microphone, the cordless microphone as well. So from now on, the way it's up. Every time we're gonna be evolving, we're gonna be getting better. And thank you guys once again for joining in the video. And I will catch you guys very soon. Have a great rest of your day. Have a great week. Have a great month. And I will see you soon, guys. Okay? Peace.
Only hate the roads where you're missing home. Only know you love her when you let her go. You said that pussy man, so why'd you let it go? It's such a hoe.